Hey guys, I'm SmartFan3, and I'm about to get started with my voting for the 2025 Game Awards. I'm not going to waste any time, so let's just get right into this, shall we? Okay, we're just going to go ahead and start right off with Game of the Year. I have played 3 out of 6 of these games. I have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's still sitting on my shelf in there. And as for Hades 2 and Silksong, well, I'm glad Hades 2 just now got a physical release, and I'm still waiting for Silksong to get a physical release before buying it. Yeah, I'm that type of gamer, okay? Okay, let's cut the bullshit right here. So obvious that Clair Obscur is going to win this one, and rightfully so, because that is an amazing RPG. I'm so happy I played it, I beat it, and I just cried at it so much. I'm just going to let you guys know that, more than half of my votes are pretty much predictions, let's be honest here. Alright, now we're on game direction. Now everyone's saying that Clair Obscur could be the Return of the King of the Game Awards and just win fucking everything. And even though it's obvious it's gonna win Game of the Year, game direction? I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of a tough one. I'll go with my gut here and say that Death Stranding 2 will win game direction. And I can already hear the comments being typed in saying, oh my god, another Kojima nut hugger. Like, if you played Death Stranding 2, it is just like some of the most mind-blowing things I've seen in gaming in such a long time. Like, a lot of crazy things go on in that game, and the climax, like one of the most insane final boss battles like ever in gaming. It's like only Kojima could come up with something this batshit crazy. Best narrative, tied between Clair Obscur and Death Stranding 2. I think Death Stranding 2 had a much more cohesive narrative than the first game, whereas the first game just mostly consists of, I don't know, Kojima just throwing out a bunch of gigantic scientific words and expecting me to fully understand what the fuck he's talking about. Whereas Death Stranding 2 just feels more straightforward in a rather Kojima sense. But Clair Obscur, definitely gonna win this. Clair Obscur's definitely gonna win this one. Like I said, I cried at that game so much. Watching Verso's ending on YouTube just had me fucking destroyed. Yeah, I went with Mael's ending. Because she's voiced by Shadowheart, okay? Not a simp. Alright, now moving on to Best Art Direction. Again, this one here, I'm tied between Clair Obscur and Death Stranding 2. As beautiful of a game Clair Obscur is, Death Stranding 2 had a lot going on, especially during some of the underwater sequences and other moments when you're fighting against Snake. Oh, sorry, I mean Neil. I think Death Stranding 2 will win Art Direction here. Best Score and Music. It's so fucking obvious, and it's rightly so too. Best Audio Design here. Oh god, I'm gonna give this one to, again, like, you see, you might, I'm probably gonna be accusing me of being a Kojima dick rider here, but the audio in Death Stranding 2, especially, again, during the final boss sequences where it's just Best Performance. Ooh, man. This is between Ben Starr and Jennifer English, although I heard the wild card might be Troy Baker. And the funny thing is, I knew Troy Baker was gonna get nominated. I thought for sure he was gonna get nominated for, see? Y'all can't win. But, Xion, I'm gonna go with Jennifer English here. Because, I thought she was amazing as Mael. And again, a little Shadowheart bias. Next to Cammy from Street Fighter, Shadowheart's my waifu. Again, I'm not a simp. Innovation and accessibility. I thought for sure Mario Kart would be a shoo-in in this category. Oh man, it's between either Assassin's Creed Shadows, which flopped hard, and the Attack on Titan crossover didn't help much, or Doom the Dark Ages. Oh god, I guess I'll go with Doom the Dark Ages here, even though I have, as a huge fan of Doom, I have not played it because I am still waiting for a physical copy that actually has the entire 1.0 version of the game. Games for Impact, god, I don't really pay much attention to these types of games. Although I thought Dear Me I Was going to be in this category because it's made by the team who made Hotel Dusk. I guess Despalote could win this one because it's like one of the only ones I've heard of. Other than South of Midnight, but I heard South of Midnight was rather mediocre. Alright, best ongoing game. Oh god, see, I don't really play a lot of these types of games here. No, I did have fun with the Marvel Rivals, the 2 times I played that game. Yeah, I mainly play single player games, okay? Best community support. The love for Baldur's Gate 3 is still going strong, and it will stay strong. Best independent game. It could go to Silksong here, but you know, there's a little bias here. I'm giving it to Claire Obscure. I think Claire Obscure will win the best indie game. I think the Claire Obscure is going to win 85% of the categories, even the indie titles. Yeah, spoiler for what I'm waiting for best debut indie game. I mean, it could go to Silksong, but I don't know. Like, considering the fact that Team Cherry was being so petty, saying, "Oh, we're not going to show up to the ceremony because we know Claire Obscure is going to take it." That's just so stupid. Like, did Nintendo really think Xenoblade 3 had a shot against Elden Ring for Game of the Year? No, but they showed up anyway because it's for fun. It's fun to show up at these sort of things. Best debut indie game, again, Claire Obscure. Claire Obscure. Although might go to Blueprints, but I'm going with Claire Obscure. Best mobile game. Oh, goody, a category that I could give 2 fucks about. Persona 5, Phantom X, cause I love Persona. Best VR AR game. Oh, goody, another category I don't give a shit about. I heard the Deadpool game is really good. I do like that bit at Gamescom where Deadpool just like just sends a letter to Jeff Keighley saying, like, you know, please skip the Silksong trailer and show this game. I thought that was pretty cheeky. I love it. Best action game. Yeah, it's gonna go to Hades 2. It's pretty obvious. It's gonna go to Hades 2. Hades 2 wins this one. Best action adventure. It's between Death Stranding and Silksong. I do think Silksong is gonna win this one because of the crazy hype surrounding it. There's so much hype it crashed Steam as soon as it came out. I think I'm going for that. Best RPG, Claire Obscure. This is a kind of a weak lineup for RPGs here, other than Claire Obscure and Kingdom Come. Yeah, this year hasn't been super exceptional for RPGs, unfortunately, as a huge fan of RPGs myself. But it doesn't matter because Claire Obscure is going to win this one, and I am so fucking happy it's going to win. Best fighting game. Oh, man. Ugh. I'll just give it to 2XKO because it got hyped with its early access, but man, looking at this lineup, this was a rather terrible year for fighters. I was a huge fan of the genre. Hopefully next year will be better because we got Invincible Versus and Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Alright, best family game. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's gonna win this one easily, and rightfully so, because I fucking love that game so much. Best sim/strategy game, only because I love the original. I'm going with Final Fantasy Tactics. Best sports racing, Mario Kart, easily. I fucking love Mario Kart World. I heard that like everyone's saying, "Oh, Mario Kart World is dead. Mario Kart World is dead." Like, it's only dead if you only play the online portion of it and just ignore everything else that made Mario Kart what it was since its inception in 1992. For God's sake. Best multiplayer. I think it's gonna go to Split Fiction here, a game that I have not played because, like It Takes Two, it's a game I really want to play, but I can't play it. Yeah, I'm a lonely fucker, okay? Sue me. Best adaptation. Oh, fuck this category in general. I mean, how dense could you be to not put in Sonic 3, but instead they put in Until the Ass Crack of Dawn? I guess I'll give it to Splinter Cell because I heard it's actually a pretty good show. Although it might go to The Last of Us Season 2, which I heard Season 2 is based off of... Moving on. Most anticipated game? What do you think? And I'm not just voting just to vote for it because it still is my most anticipated game of next year. I hope that, it comes out on November 9th. Since it comes out on November 19th, it can still be eligible for next year's Game Awards. I hope so. I hope so. And Content Creator of the Year, it's gonna go to Mr. Yeah, baby himself, Moist Critical. Moist Critical is gonna take this one. I find it really funny that Kai Cenat is on here, considering that, when he watched the Game Awards 2023, he was like, yeah, that. Best esports games. Fuck me. I missed out on League of Legends when it was considered, good. Fuck, it's just a blind pick. I'm gonna say Valorant. Best esports athlete. Ooh, I can give 2 flying fucks about that, but Brock, because the way it's spelled, I don't know. Best esports team. Also something I could give 2 shits about. Because I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan, Team Liquid. So those are my picks for the 2025 Game Awards. Let me guys know in the comments, what did you vote for this year's Game Awards? Leave in the comments below. I'm SmartFan3, and I'll see you guys next time.